How's it going, everyone? Nicholas Phoenix here, and today we're gonna talk about Superman and Lois season 2, episode 12. I can't do 12 with my hands, obviously. Titled "Lies That Bind." Now, this episode is a we've had like a 1 month break, so it's kind of weirdly jarring in that regard. But this episode takes place immediately, like frame zero after last episode ends. It's like essentially it's a part two to last episode, which was titled. It's been so long I forgot. Truth and consequences. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, oh, it wasn't uh a month ago. It was almost a month ago, like practically a month ago. Anyway, but anyway, so yeah, Lana is seeing that Clark is Superman, and we find out the reason why Clark left Smallville within Arrowverse. It was after saving Lana and Pete. Um, that's a name that I don't think we've heard in Arrowverse. So Pete is Clark's best friend. His like male best friend. Um, oh, for the love of God, what? Okay. Um. Anyway, his dad was dead. His mom didn't want him using his powers. So he went and just left, right, to find out who he is, like his destiny and all that. And Lana's having trouble coming to terms with this. Now she goes and talks to Lois, and she rips into Lois, right? Because she trusted Lois more than she trusted pretty much anyone else, right? And she's had to lie to Kyle, and she's not upset at Clark, right? Like you get it. Like she gets it. Clark has this entire like destiny and whatnot, but she is furious with Lois, right? Um, and uh, to a point, justifiably so. Now she has Kyle go pick up the kids, and Kyle is very awkward and cringy with his kids this entire episode. That is the limit to what I'm going to say about that topic about Kyle with his kids right now, because it can all be summed up to Kyle is cringy. As all fuck this episode. Anyway, uh, Clark uh talks with General Lane and John Henry. Uh, they're planning on their own without Clark, and it's the funniest shit ever. They want to destroy the portal, right? Now Clark rebuttals with, "Didn't the last time you two want to save the world together, it involved killing me?" And it turned out that, and as we know, it turned out there was another option. So he leaves them with, "There's always another option." Now he goes and visits Bizarro Jonathan, who just says "fuck you" pretty much without saying those exact words. Like that's the feeling you get across. Afterwards, he goes to visit Talro. Talro still very much insists, "I want my brother back. I want my brother back. I want my brother back." That seems to be his motivations this season. Uh it seems it seems like they're heading towards Talro redemption arc. We're gonna get good guy Tal, right? I'm hesitant to believe this and get my hopes up because, well, Batwoman is because but hey, who knows? Maybe the Superman and Lois writers aren't as sadistic and cruel as the Batwoman writers were. May that show rest in peace. I will miss it. uh with Alice. Like if y'all watched Batwoman, Alice was literally tortured for 2 seasons. No, sorry, 3 seasons. She was tortured for 3 seasons. Uh, she was kind of the main antagonist in season one, but like they still fucked her over mentally. In season one. And they just kind of went like, yeah, we're just gonna poke and prod at her mental state. We're just gonna be absolute scumbags to one of the main characters. That was pretty much the writers of Batwoman. So I'm hesitant because of that. We're not gonna talk about that. That is a video for another time if I ever decide to make it. But yeah, that's why I'm hesitant to be like, oh, let's go, Tao redemption arc. Woo! Anyway, uh, Clark releases his brother, right? And it's like, because Tao is like, look, you'll never want a relationship with me because you're the person I don't have to you're not the person I have to convince. Um so they go to his house and Lois comes in furious with Clark, right? Because Lois is mad at her because women hold each other up to a higher standard than they hold men to be fair, men suck as a cisgendered straight white male. Men suck. My camera's out of focus. I can't fix that. No, never mind. I can apparently. Um, so like this is actually a thing that women do, but like also men suck. If you try and hold us to the same standard, we're just gonna disappoint you like all the fucking time. Because again, we fucking suck. As a cisgendered straight white male, I'm telling you, we fucking suck. Like I'm telling you, we suck. And I'm not 100% sure we're human. I am not 100% sure men are human. We just suck that bad. Anyway, now Clark's like, look, I got it, but there's someone here to see you, right? Um, so he takes Lois to the living room where Taro has peonies. Honestly, I think that's just Lois's favorite flower. Yeah, he has peonies, but I think that's just Lois's favorite flower. Like I don't see like it seems like a random flower to give to your sister in law. I think they're her favorite flower. Trying to earn affection points as it were with your sister in law. Maybe please forgive, please forgive. I know I fucked up, but please forgive. And it's like, which part do you want? It's like, which part do you want me to forget? She brings up the rewriting her article, and his response is to look at Clark and be like, "I told you she'd bring that up," and it's just like, of course she'd bring that up. You interfered with her work, right? Her name holds significance. You can't mess with that. But when John Henry and General Lane are here, I should start calling him Sam, but he's just General Lane to me. They're like trying to argue against having Talro, and Lois is just like, everybody shut up. Like, we don't have time for this. I'm gonna go take care of some shit. Y'all need to just work together. Right? So John Henry does the calcs, super genius that he is, does the calcs. And turns out 2 Kryptonians is indeed the amount of power you need to destroy the pendant. Now, Lois goes to Lana and in a I'm begging for forgiveness type move, she tells Lana everything. Like she literally the only part we see is her saying Jordan takes after his father. Her father. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, the first thing, it's because I'm talking about like so many women in this situation. So Lois, Lana, Sarah's somewhere in the background, with cringy and awkward as fuck father. But hey, whatever. Now, yeah, Lois just like we get left off at Jordan takes after his father, uh, and Tauro and Clark go to an abandoned volcano to destroy the pendant. So they toss the pendant. Taro makes like a, couldn't you find an abandoned beach? But when the response he gets is, we were, just to be safe, we want you to just throw the pieces of the pendant into the volcano, kind of thing. Better safe than sorry type of thing, right? And so he gets it, and so they toss the pendant onto the floor, and they're like together. They try to destroy the pendant. Now, Ali shows up. John Henry also shows up, and provides a distraction long enough for Tauro after and Clark after getting power siphoned up a bit. Apparently, Ali just went full parasite, which is cool, but also weird as fuck. I don't know who Ali Austin is. Like in regards to the comics, I know a lot of comics only characters, and I mean, this is based on comics, so of course there's to be comics only characters. But like, I know a lot of the comic characters in regards to Superman because, uh, and Supergirl and whatnot. But like, this one just leaves me on confusion. Uh, anyway, so while John Henry's providing a distraction, our two resident Kryptonians manage to destroy the pendant, creating a energy wave of sorts that knocks Clark and Tellro on their ass. Now, after Ali takes the pieces of the pendant and flies off, Talro had disappeared while that, and Clark and John Henry find him missing. They then go home, and it's like, look, we now have to just figure out like what to do with Ali, and we'll be good. Now, before I mention what John Henry does after this conversation, because of the whole siphoning thing, they were talking about like how to deal with Ali and whatnot. People are just thinking, oh, Lois is like, no, I don't think we have to worry about Talro. And I think it was General Lane was like, oh, because he bought you flowers, and it's just like it was peonies. That's how I know what the flower is because Lois herself mentions it. The fact that Lois is the one mentioning it was peonies, I'm just like, that's where my theory that it's just Lois's favorite flower comes from. Because she's willing to let bygones be bygones in a way because of the peonies, which doesn't really make sense unless you went to the trouble of getting her favorite flower. Now, obviously, Talrose in the wind, which I'm very hesitant now, but it's fine. We'll see where it goes. Please be a redemption arc, please. Anyway, I don't mean a redemption arc where he dies at the end of it. It's like all is forgiven, but oh, by the way, he's dead now. I don't know. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bad. Don't do that. They've done that with a lot of things. With a lot of characters in media, and I don't like it. It is the dumbest shit ever. But again, that's a rant for another day. Um, Now the kids, Jonathan, Jordan, and Natalie, they go to school. Jonathan is he just doesn't give a shit anymore, right? Like they're trying to like some of the football players are giving him shit because of XK, and he just doesn't give a shit. So Natalie pulls them both out of school. Like they just go on a walk outside, and she shows them the suit she's been making behind her dad's back. Um, and they need a power source, so they go into the mines to get some XK. The mines do start to cave in when Jordan heat visions some out, tries to heat vision some out. Um, and Jordan super speeds them out of the way, and when they get back to the apartment, and it's the they're all laughing about it and having fun. So John Henry comes in, and it's like, oh, what's going on? And they're all just like, how was school and whatnot. Like he just sees the sibling bonding, and he's like, oh, that's interesting. But anyway, he enlists the kids to help him with dinner. Since the boys are apparently staying. Uh, Jordan texts the parents while the parents are being told by Lana we need to make a clean break. The secret has apparently destroyed any relationship Lana and Clark will have. Um, or at least it potentially has. I get it. I get it. This is a very human response. It's just now's not the time to be separating each other like this, especially with the shit going on between Sarah and Jordan. Like, they're like a messy breakup because Jordan couldn't tell Sarah the secret. It's just it's a whole mess. But it's a good episode overall. There were some awkward bits, but of course there is. So yeah, that is the episode. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time. And as always, stay bright. I really hope we get like living redeemed Talro. Please, please don't torture us or the characters.